So if you got one of these Shark vacuums, any of these Navigator type models, and it does this when you go to use it. So we're gonna go ahead and take this thing apart and see what's going on with it. I've obviously just unplugged it, get the machine up here to work on it. And then on these, make it a little bit easier, just undo it. Flip this thing over, see what's going on. We got some debris in here. So on these specific models, in order to get into them, of course they make it so that you have to basically tear down the machine. But on some of the other Sharks, you'll have a couple half screws that you just rotate and you can take the whole bottom plate off to get better access to it. This one, I suspect something has gotten into the brush roll, but it does not feel like that. So pulling one of these apart isn't all that difficult. It actually looks like somebody's been into this thing before because we have a screw that's removed. For starters, we'll go ahead and pull off both of these because you got a screw that's hiding right there, as well as one over here. These aren't that bad to take apart. Certainly not near as bad as some of their later models. But in order to take these apart, you just pull these out. And you can see these screws have that little nipple that's right in the middle of it. These are called security Torx. Regular Torx will not work. They have to have the holes on them. So if you buy one off Amazon, this one takes a T15. That's the one to get. You can normally get them in a set. They're pretty inexpensive. About 15 bucks will get you a decent set. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull all of these out. To back here. They're all the same size screws, so don't worry too much about that. And I'm going to pull this off just to get it kind of out of the way. And then these, normally they just lock up and off, just like that. Come right out. Now, I'm not seeing anything readily apparent as to why this thing is shutting down. I am seeing evidence of water damage, so that could be why. We also have, not seeing any damage here. This brush roll shouldn't be what's giving us a problem. These things do have a safety mechanism built in so that when they do ingest something like a rag or a sock or whatever, shoelace, the motor will basically shut itself off. It's got a safety within it. Now what can happen is I'm seeing water damage here. Unfortunately, it could have messed something up on the board. And if it did that, your only real recourse there is to replace the board, or easier, just replace the whole head, or just buy a better vacuum. They don't make these boards available to the end user, unfortunately. I've also seen these micro switches break and they stop sending a signal, so you can kind of bypass them. I have a separate video on that. But unfortunately, I think that this thing got wet. This board probably got wet, or the motor, and they went and tried to run it with it sucking up something wet like that. Unfortunately, it's basically preventing it from working, and it's refusing to run the brush roll. So we'll go ahead and, what I will do off camera is I'm gonna blow this thing out. I doubt it's gonna do anything, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Doubt that did us much good. I have a feeling that this thing is still gonna be giving us problems. I'm not seeing any other water damage anywhere else. But like I said, I really do suspect that that's our problem. I'm going to reconnect this thing as is, just for testing purposes. I normally don't like to do this. As you can see why, it's just, machines are kind of unwieldy when they're like this. Yep, I think that board is cooked, or the motor, one of the two. The only real way to fix this would be to basically get another base, and if it's, you know, the base is still, you know, 100% good, just swap the bases and be done with it. Or if the parts you need, like the board or the motor, are still good, you can always swap those out. I've got a junker machine right over there, so let's go have a look at it, see what's going on with that power nozzle. What I've got here is a used Navigator lift-away floor nozzle off of a junker vacuum that I had over on my junk trailer. So watch this. Works perfectly fine. So our issue is not with the body or that switch, it's with that nozzle itself. So thankfully, we can get either a good motor or a good board out of that thing and swap it in. Most likely that'll fix the issue, provided they're the same exact parts. This is an older power nozzle, and I know that because it's got Phillips screws on the bottom. Not a huge deal, but hopefully the motor should still be good, or it should work in this one. But the rest of this machine is junk. It's been outside for a good amount of time. This was going to be a scrap machine. I did not plan on pulling parts off of it, especially not anything like this. Right, go ahead and pull these out. I'm gonna have to break this thing to get it off. Looks like somebody's already been into it. So not a big deal. Just means we're gonna end up making a little bit of racket. That's the part we need. This brush roll is actually still in okay condition, but I don't need it. So, I'm already seeing some differences between these two motors. I don't think it's going to impact us, but there's that one. Come on. These things love to fight you sometimes. You can see how these things are color coded. Got the red tab here, nothing down there. So it's just going to go in just like this. Now this one, they have it kind of set in there a little differently. They actually utilize the screws on this updated version. This one was made in 2015, so it's almost 10 years older. We'll just pull this out. Just like so. Pretty much is the same motor, same shaft and everything, so that's good, really good. So all I'm going to do is just pull these leads off. The holes both line up perfectly, so that's good. So what this is going to do is allow us to check and see if this Replacement motor's still good. If it's not, we're gonna have to pull boards and swap boards. Let's get the body put back on this unit. So it's not the motor, it's likely this board. So we'll replace the board now. Don't have much else choice. Even this one is wired in with simple Phillips. So we'll just go ahead and rip it on out. Some of you would probably say that this is not worth it. And honestly, I'm inclined to say that you're right. I wouldn't normally spend this much time on a Shark, but I figured it would make an interesting video for everybody. So why not? Why not do it? And then this one is wired in down there, so actually what I'm going to do is just pop this off right there. Go ahead and pull this out. Same thing. I have to pull that motor back off, but that's not a huge deal. All right, so I've got this thing more or less ready to come out. So I'm just gonna snip it off here. Snip this one off right there. There's the board. I decided to just stick the old motor back on because the old motor is likely fine. So I'm not overly concerned about it at this point. And then basically at this point, you're just going to match like for like. So basically at this point, all you got to do is just reroute all the wires. Try and keep them as much out of the way as possible. All right, so let's get the base, put it back on, see how it turns out. So that's good. Works perfectly fine, because of course it does with that new used board in it. Those of you that work in vacuum shops are probably all too familiar with this method of saving sharks. So I can get the hardware back in. So I would suspect water intrusion was the issue. I don't think this light is unfortunately going to work anymore, but it looks like that was the issue, bad board. I think that's the first board I've ever actually bothered to replace on one of these. Typically I don't go this far into one of these, but since this machine is so new, and figured it would make a good video, I figured, why not? Yeah, the brush roll is really nice, actually. Noisy brushes. In really good condition otherwise. And since we're here, might as well wipe this out. There we go. Just to throw all that hardware back in. Should have just used the new one or double checked it, but honestly it's very doubtful the belt in this will ever break. Okay. Can't forget these things. Perfect. What's nice about this Leatherman is it's got a striking end on it specifically for that. Well, let's see how this beast picks up. Seems to work good. Happy with that repair. Unfortunately, you can't get these new, so you got to get them out of a junk machine. And I messed up that light pulling it apart, but oh well. Stay tuned for more videos.